Happy Wednesday, happy Wednesday. Beautiful morning. Just out in nature as usual. Trying to open up my own chakra, should I say. I have been pushing and pushing. Yes. Beautiful, beautiful. Wednesday, shall I say. A beautiful day, beautiful day. I just been doing a marathon a day, which is for the last, I think I've been running a marathon every day for the past almost 40 days or 30 days or so. I've been getting up just go run a marathon. So this morning I'm actually how are you? Happy Wednesday. I'm actually on my way to my volunteer service. So I'm gonna run about 12 miles there or so. Then 12 miles back and loop it around and get the marathon today. How are you? How are you? Oh, where's my part this morning? I think this is the right part. So, and that's what I sort of been doing. And the whole thing with yoga has really helped me. I'm really, really amazed. And the divine feminine energy, it is amazing. Because especially being a guy, once you begin to understand it, it creates balance. And it's like the sun and the moon. Lately, I have been just speaking to the sun and the moon. I got out that habit of speaking to the flesh. And that is the God that I was created for me. So the sun and the moon is a sort of light to me. The whole thing behind sun gazing. This thing called energy. So tapping into it, and it's really amazing because even my food rotation, my diet is rotating right now. I am actually literally I'm eating 2 meals a day. I eat one heavy in the morning, snack on fruits all day long, and the rest in the evening. Absolutely amazing. I don't even know what it is anymore. But the whole thing with yoga and meditation, absolutely amazing. And I always say this, because when people hear, oh, he runs a marathon every day, I always say, it does not compare to what a woman do every single day all over the world. And that is to create life, push out a baby. Some of us, we find our spiritual power through different things. For me, it was through a baby being born. And I always say one thing too that's been actually coming up on my mind. Because every time something new comes in my head. Jonathan, how are you? Everybody, something has been coming into my head, and that is the moment you realize most of the things that happens in your life is your own fault. That is the day you begin the healing, the forgiveness, and you get your power back. A lot of things, some of the things that happen in our life, you just can't help it. You know, like a child being born, with the side effects, all those little things that you just don't know, that it's just nature, that it just happens. You just cannot question it. But majority of the things, we play a part, whether it's a bad job, loss, a relationship. That is just some part that we play in it. And a lot of times accepting that part is extremely hard, so we better off blaming the other individual. I laugh a lot lately because I am like an open book. I'm transparent. I tell my part what's going on. And I always say to people that, when people do things these days, I just look at it like, I don't blame you, because somewhere along the route of my journey, I didn't plant the proper seed. So I hear these things about, oh, you're 50, you this. I'm just like, hey, it was just one of those things. So, and when you begin to realize that it is your fault, whether it's a bad relationship, or anything that went wrong, most of the things that went wrong that you can remember consciously, the moment you realize your part, shall I say, that is when you get your power back. I always tell people to write to themselves with their left hand. Write things down that you cannot tell anyone. A lot of time, the best way to reprogram your mind is by writing it down consistently. Whatever it is that you want to, whatever emotion that you want to get rid of. When you write it down, sometimes it might take 5 months, 6 months. Once that emotion disappears and you don't have to write it down again, your brain will switch and you write down something new. Happy Wednesday. So I've truly have an amazing part on this life. I always tell people, I said, if you tell me when I was in my 20s that I would not be a millionaire, I'll think you're lying to your head. But I realize I'm more than a millionaire. I look at myself as a billionaire. And I think the program in the mind, everything always starts from within. I'm even amazed with the fact that I can get out every day and run and jog a marathon. It blew me to just get away. But I do know that is the feminine, divine energy inside of you. Because once you are able to tap into that feminine energy with your masculine pattern, you become balanced. People always talk about chakras. That thing is hard to open. You have to do push-ups like a dog. Stretch your body like a dog. As a matter of fact, your first 2 years of practicing yoga, you don't even know how to breathe into the body. It takes years of practice before you learn how to breathe again into the body, to where you could breathe and you could feel your body shifting. So the first couple of years, your breathing exercise is just shallow because of what is it that we've picked up over the years. So yes, this morning, that's what I was thinking of. The day that you realize it is your fault, that you play a role in whatever it is that's going on in your life, that is the day you gain power. You gain strength. So yes, I'm going to go ahead and focus. I'm actually going to my volunteer work today. I'm going to spend like 2 hours a day, help them out. I'll be helping people with their foods and all that. And once I'm done, finish up. And that's how my Wednesdays goes. It's a long, hard day, but yes, the feminine divine, the masculine divine is like the sun and the moon. We have to acknowledge it. So yes. The trail's here. When I'm out here on the trail, I tend to take my foot. It's mindful, so that I can actually focus on what I'm doing. I have to be really mindful of it and just be very careful. So yes, let me stop here. That yoga, meditation, flexibility. So and yes, I have been running a marathon every single day. And yes, it still does not compare to what a woman do every single seconds of the day, and that is to create life. So I always make that clear, because when people hear marathon a day, they freak out. It isn't that. It is the feminine divine within me. I'm gonna say happy Wednesday. Let me focus here on this run. I think I'm about mile 8, or maybe like 16 miles to go. And happy Wednesday and one love.